North Korea has significantly increased its military activities in 2024. This has caused considerable concern around the world. The country has conducted numerous missile tests, demonstrating its growing military capabilities. One notable test occurred on October 30th. North Korea launched a new intercontinental ballistic missile. The missile landed in waters off the country's eastern coast. This test was significant. It marked the longest flight time ever recorded for a North Korean missile. These tests are a clear indication of North Korea's advancements in missile technology. They also highlight the country's potential to strike distant targets. This includes the U.S. mainland. In addition to missile tests, North Korea has also stepped up its wartime preparations. Kim Jong Un, the country's leader, has called for increased military readiness. He has ordered his military to improve its combat capabilities. These actions are a clear signal. North Korea is prepared to defend itself against what it perceives as threats from South Korea and the United States. The world watches with bated breath. The situation remains tense. The potential for conflict is a real concern. North Korea's actions have been accompanied by increasingly aggressive rhetoric. The country's officials have made numerous hostile statements toward South Korea and the United States. These statements have further escalated tensions in the region. Kim Jong Un himself has used particularly strong language. He has threatened to thoroughly annihilate the US and South Korea if provoked. This marked a departure from North Korea's long-standing policy. The country had previously advocated for peaceful reunification with South Korea. However, recent statements suggest a shift in strategy. North Korea now appears to be taking a more confrontational approach. Kim Jong Un has also pledged to make North Korea's nuclear force ready for combat. He has cited the reckless expansion of a US-led regional military bloc as a justification for this. These statements are cause for serious concern. They suggest that North Korea is prepared to use military force to achieve its goals. The international community has condemned North Korea's rhetoric. Many countries have called for a de-escalation of tensions. There's much speculation about the motivations behind North Korea's actions. Some analysts believe that the country is facing internal problems. These could include economic difficulties or challenges to Kim Jong Un's leadership. By creating external threats, the regime may be trying to divert attention away from these domestic issues. This is a common tactic used by authoritarian regimes to consolidate power and maintain control. Others believe that North Korea is seeking international recognition. The country may be trying to leverage its military advancements for diplomatic gains. By demonstrating its military might, North Korea could be hoping to force the international community to acknowledge its status as a nuclear power. This would give North Korea more leverage in any future negotiations. The truth is likely a combination of factors. North Korea's actions are complex and multifaceted. There is no single explanation that can fully account for the country's behavior. However, by carefully analyzing the available evidence, we can gain a better understanding of the challenges we face. Section 4. A disparity in military might. While North Korea has made significant strides in its military capabilities, it is important to keep things in perspective. The country's military strength pales in comparison to that of major powers like the United States. North Korea's military is largely outdated and reliant on older technology. It also lacks the logistical capabilities to sustain a prolonged conflict. The United States, on the other hand, possesses the most advanced military in the world. It has a vast arsenal of weapons, including nuclear weapons. The US military is also highly mobile and can deploy troops and equipment rapidly to any part of the globe. In a direct military confrontation, North Korea would be significantly outmatched. However, it is important to note that North Korea does possess a significant threat. Its nuclear weapons program and its large conventional forces could inflict significant damage, even if ultimately defeated. This underscores the need for a peaceful resolution to the current crisis. Section 5. The path of diplomacy and vigilance. The situation on the Korean peninsula remains tense. However, there is still hope for a peaceful resolution. Diplomatic channels remain open. Efforts are underway to de-escalate the situation through dialogue and negotiations. The international community must continue to pursue these efforts. Diplomacy is the only way to prevent a catastrophic conflict. At the same time, it is essential to remain vigilant. North Korea has a long history of provocative actions. It has often followed periods of relative calm with sudden escalations. The international community must be prepared to respond to any North Korean aggression swiftly and decisively. This includes maintaining a strong military presence in the region and imposing tough sanctions on the regime. The situation on the Korean Peninsula is a reminder of the importance of diplomacy and the need for a strong international order. It also highlights the dangers of nuclear proliferation and the need for all countries to work together to achieve a world free of nuclear weapons.